We are very proud to be associated with the opening ceremony of this first Africa Quality Assurance Center, which is an initiative of the African Export-Import Bank. Let me congratulate President Benedict Orama and his entire team for pulling this off. I want to also felicitate with our people from this area, we call this area Remo Division of Ogun State, for being the hosts and landlords of this ACAC Center. I would like to commend all those who have played one role or the other in making this Afreximbank's vision not just a reality, but a success. I'm proud to acknowledge that Afreximbank, since inception, has been supporting industrialization, export development, inter- and intra-African trade, expanding capacity, and supporting small and medium-scale enterprises to increase efficiencies across the African landscape. Without mincing words, Afreximbank, since its inception and since they began activities in Nigeria, have continued to demonstrate in concrete terms its commitment towards a wholesome and sustainable development of our dear nation's economy and that of the African continent. This particular opening of this African Quality Assurance Center is a very significant representation of its commitment to the diversification of the economy of our great nation from the over-reliance on crude oil. This facility, which will be the first of its kind in Nigeria, and Afrexim's first on the continent, among several others that they plan to open, will be managed by none other than the Bureau Veritas, a very reputable world-class testing and certification company. Inter-Africa trade, as we're informed, stands at about 14%. That is trade between African nations, compared to approximately what obtains in other regions, where you have in Europe, North America, and Asia ranging from between 30 to 60%. Without a doubt, a center like this is sure to promote that inter-African trade that we seek to strengthen and deepen. This center could not have been better located. It is right here on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, which is the busiest highway in Nigeria that connects the financial capital of Nigeria, which is Lagos, to the industrial capital of Nigeria, which is Ogun State, and the rest of the country. For the avoidance of doubt, we are number one in cassava production. We are number one in poultry. We are number one in the production of eggs. We are number one in rice production in the Southwest. We are leading in palm oil, in cola nut, like the MC mentioned rightly, in cocoa, and so on and so forth. So the choice of this location was a very deliberate one by both Ogun State Government and Afreximbank. Today's gathering is no doubt another symbolic representation of the commitment of the bank as a partner in development agenda and their commitment to the African economic emancipation. We in Ogun State are very proud to be part of this success story. This center will further increase the ranking of Ogun State and Nigeria on the Ease of Doing Business Index. Why? Because companies will no longer have to take their finished products to neighboring countries like Ghana for testing before export. When we were having the press conference, I was sharing with our press men and women Stories are abound where yam from Nigeria is not acceptable anywhere in the world, not in Europe, not in America. Yam from Nigeria cannot go directly from here to London. Yam from Nigeria is taken to Ghana. Ghana is about the size of Lagos. It's taken to Ghana for testing, and after that is now exported. With this initiative, that will become history. This Quality Assurance Center, from what we've heard from all accounts, would start their intervention from the soil testing, from testing the fertilizer, from testing the inputs, so that they are not waiting till the end product is brought here and is rejected. They will also be training the farmers. They'll be training the processors. This definitely will lead to an increase in yield and food safety and security. Of course, this will yield to job creation and wealth creation. Again, like I said earlier, will further increase our non-oil revenue. Just in case you do not know, Ogun State is number 1 in non-oil revenue in the country. I must say that Afrexim, you didn't clap, you didn't remember to clap. Yes. Those number 1 positions are not easy to achieve. They are not by accident. They are very deliberate. I must say that Afrexim's vision closely aligns with the vision of Ogun State, which is to give the state a focused and qualitative governance and creating an enabling environment for public-private sector partnership, which we believe is very fundamental to the economic growth of the state. And when there's economic growth, there will be individual prosperity. We are implementing our vision through our, what we call Isheya pillars. Isheya, I stands for infrastructure, S for social well-being and welfare, E for education, Y for youth empowerment and job creation, and A for agriculture. Since the inception of this administration, we are focused on implementing this vision. We established a lot of business-friendly reforms. The Ogun State Investment Promotion Agency is one. The Ogun State Public-Private Partnership Office is one. Another is the establishment of the Ogun State Business Environment Council, which seeks to ensure that there are no bottlenecks, when you are doing business with government. This center here is a clear testament that we are not just the investment destination of Nigeria, but that of the sub-Saharan Africa. Again, it stamps our status not just as the nation's gateway state, but further validates Mr. President's award to us as the state that is number 1 in industrial revolution. We will continue to ensure that we provide that conducive environment for these kind of initiatives to continue to thrive. We'll continue to join hands together with institutions like Afreximbank in not just building the future of this state together, but in building the future of this country together. You note, as the president has referred, here is the Quality Assurance Center. 10 minutes away is our truly world-class international cargo airport that will soon be launching, unveiling in the next few months. That airport itself is located in a special agro-processing zone, a $400 million investment that has Afreximbank and African Finance Corporation financing. So you can imagine that synergy and symbiotic relationship between this center, the special processing zone, our international airport, and of course, the busiest seaport that is just about an hour away. I would like to seize the opportunity to invite all other members of the private sector to come and join hands with us in Ogun State, you will find us ready, willing, and able partners. I want to congratulate again the Afreximbank led by Professor Ben Orama, the entire people of Ogun State, the entire people of this country for this opening of the first Nigerian Quality Assurance Center. I wish all our international investors, manufacturers, industry around here, I hope you take advantage of this center. Earlier on, the press were asking us, how will farmers and others that need to use this center, how will they know that it exists? This is one of those opportunities to ensure that that information is, shared with them. And the press should please ensure that they continue to help us with the advocacy. And I'm sure that Afreximbank, in collaboration with our Ministry of Industry and Investment, will ensure that we step up that advocacy alongside with our Farmers Association and all other interest groups to ensure that they take the fullest advantage of this opportunity. I want to thank you for listening to me. Let me use the opportunity to wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and healthy New Year. Thank you very much, and God bless you.